Saturday night at the Stockyard, the Franklin Bulls are 2-0 and looking to round up another win. The Giants 1-1 and looking to cause what would be an upset. Hello and welcome. Sal's NBL action, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Great to have you with us. Casey Frank right alongside me, and I'm looking forward to this one.
This should be a fantastic matchup. The Franklin Bulls playing the best basketball of their young careers. It's the only second team in the league, but physically on defense and extremely potent offensively against a Nelson Giants squad that hasn't quite played up to the talent level that they have yet, but they are a little short-handed this evening and for the season up to this point.
Yeah, only 9 players here on the road tonight, but they did get the Bulls here last year. Don't forget that if you're a Giants fan. Round 3 so far. Hawks, big win on Thursday night against the Sharks. Jets push the Rams all the way. Rams get it, and we've just seen this one, a big win for the Nuggets tonight.
Yeah, fantastic win for the Nuggets at home. Full strength now, different team. Of course, you've got the games that are upcoming. Here we have the Bulls and the Giants that you're watching right now, so stay tuned for some fantastic action there. The Airs and the Rams as the Rams try and complete the Central North Island double. And of course, maybe the game of the week on Monday night, the Saints.
Yes.
At the bottom of the table, Saints against the top of the table, Tuatara.
Who would ever have thought? Keep an eye on the Airs tomorrow as well. Maybe a sneaky incoming for them. Big movement on the ladder. Hawks and Nuggets after that last game. They're 2-2 as if.
Yeah, fantastic win for the Nuggets, who boost themselves back into playoff contention. But keep an eye on that top 6. That's where everybody's fighting for. That's where the Giants, Airs, and Saints really want to get to. No offense, Jets, but you got a bit of work to do before I mention you there.
A little bit of work to do. The Giants are looking to elevate up that ladder, though. Here's the starters tonight. As we said, just 9 on the road. But this is a good starting lineup.
Yeah, McNaught, I love him as a young player. He's a bulldog defensively. West has been fantastic dishing the ball and stealing the ball. Just needs to put it in the hoop a little bit more. Trathan and Dempster at the forward spots. And, of course, Trey Morning, the best scorer in the league right now, manning the middle.
Well, the Giants are locked in. Coach Mike Fitchett is locked in. We caught up with him a short time ago.
Well, Coach, difficult game tonight against the Franklin Bulls, who've been playing fantastically aggressive defense with a lot of physicality. What's your mindset as a team coming in to try and counter that and overcome it?
Yeah, it's definitely something we've talked about. They're up and in and very physical, like you say, some big bodies out there, some big guards, some big bigs. So we just got to play on the front foot. You know, we'll look to back cut them a little bit, but use a little bit of their physicality and their pressure against them. So hopefully it works.
And to go into your own thing, offensively, great scoring out of Trey Morning, who's leading the league in scoring, doing a great job there. But your secondary options, it's been a bit of a struggle to find some consistency there in the first couple of weeks. What can you do to try and up that on your squad?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a team effort. Trey's obviously doing his thing, but the other guys on the floor got to knock down their shots. He draws so much attention. Last week we had a lot of open looks that we missed, so we just got to bang those things in, or else, you know, you miss shots, you're going to lose games, so we've got to hit those things.
I love coaching that says shoot better. Thanks, Coach.
Well, Casey, you've seen the Bulls a couple of times already this season. 2 4-point wins against good opponents in the Hawks and the Sharks. Here's the starters for the Bulls tonight, and they are rough and ready on their home deck here at the Stockyard.
Yeah, Isaac Davidson, one of the first signings. Jaden Bazant has been the fulcrum to the offense on the perimeter. Kane Bennett, Kyle Denham Brook manning the forward spots athletically, and Anzac Rosetto in the middle. And so goes he, so goes this squad, especially when it comes to foul trouble.
The man behind the whiteboard is Morgan Maskell. Here he is with Case.
Well, Coach, good win last week when you guys have been playing very well, but a different style this week against the Nelson Giants, who are led by Trey Morning, who's just leading the league in scoring and playing fantastically. What is the plan to try and slow him and his prolific scoring down?
Well, Trey Morning's a fantastic player. He's the leading scorer in the league right now, and he's showing threes, drives, mid-range pull-ups, some post-game. So, yeah, a lot of our preparation's been around him, and we'll see what happens today.
Thanks for keeping that tight to the sleeve there, nothing out of the vest. But looking at your own team, defensively, you guys have been so impressive this season, really doing a good job holding less than 80 points per game to all your opponents. As that mindset keeps going this season, is that going to be your identity?
Yeah, we want to be a gritty, very organized defensive team. The Sharks were a big challenge for us last week. You know, a 6'5" point guard, 6'5", 6'8" on the wing, Dom KP, big Romaro Gill. They're pounding it in. You know, if I was them, I'd do the same, grab, hold, be very physical. And I thought we absorbed that really well. Different style with Nelson today, but I think our organization on defense is going to hold us in really good stead.
Good luck to you. Thanks for your time.
Well, let's have a look at the head-to-head, Casey, and we have some serious thieving going on between these two teams.
Do not invite these teams to your house because they might go home with some china. 11 steals per game for the Bulls, only topped by the Nelson Giants, 14. It's fantastic defense. You see the rebound margins, neither where they want to be, as is the three-point percentage. I think that'll come up for both teams. But don't look at the last stat. It'll hurt your eyes. Don't look at the free throws.
Oh,
it's
ugly. Oh, stinking it up from the Racine at the moment. Well, let's have a look at the TAB odds, Casey, and a little bit of movement for the Giants.
Everybody loves the Giants. They're always coming to see if they're a mover as an underdog, but I gotta agree with the public money on this one.
I don't mind the 38%. I'm a sneaky chance for the Giants tonight. The win margins?
Yeah, taking a look at those, you gotta go with the lowest odds there. I think 1 to 10 is probably where it's gonna be at for the Bulls in that victory.
And of course the overs and unders. I know this is where you play.
Oh, it's two defensive teams. I'm going under all the way.
And make sure you have a look at the special offer. Deposit $10 or more, get $50 in bonus bets. Visit tab.co.nz for all the details. T's and C's apply. And of course, gamble responsibly. Let's have a look at the officials for tonight. Ryan Jones, Reese Hamilton, Corey Hogg, whistles in hand. And I don't know that I saw or heard too many whistles last week, this time out at the Stockyard case.
No, they let him play. It was a physical battle that certainly played in the Bulls' advantage. If the officiating crew is going to play with, let them play with that level of physicality, I think it's certainly a bonus to them.
So the Giants ready to step out on the road for the first time this season. They won at this venue last year. They come in with a steely determination and the league's top scorer.
And I'll look for how they work two matchups immediately to whether or not the Giants have a real chance to win this game. What they're doing to Jaden Bazant, especially coming off on balls, how they're trying to defend him, and what they're doing to Anzac Rosetto in the post. See if they really go at him early, try and get him in foul trouble. Because if they can take either of those guys out of the game, I think it really helps the Giants to try and sneak one out on the road here tonight.
And of course there is some familiarity between Anzac Rosetto and the Giants. He was there last season. We're ready for a start. Sal's NBL action. Sit back and enjoy. We are underway, and Rosetto wins the first tip to a man who has been firing this season in Jaden Bazan.
And I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. He has really improved his game in the offseason.
Nowhere to go early for the Bulls. Here is Bazant, twisting, weaving, lots of bodies on him, finds Rosetto inside. That won't count, the foul is down.
Good patience looking for the roll man. Despite lots of pressure from Nelson, they've come out pretty aggressive on their first defensive possession. You see that hard show making him go back, but the help man, Alex McNaught, doesn't get in the passing lane. If Rosetto gets a catch that deep, it should be a bucket if it wasn't a foul.
Bennett Kyle. Bazant now. Again, they double quickly and show Rosetto all alone inside. Too easy off the glass.
Well, they're trying to get the ball out of Jaden Bazant's hands. He does the right thing, kicks it on. Somebody from the weak side has to catch Anzac Rosetto. Otherwise, that's going to be open all night long.
Here's McNaught. Morning now. We know what he's capable of. Going at 33 a game. He looks early from deep in and out.
And that's going to be a big shot. As we see a turnover forced by Alex McNaught. What a defender he is. Gets right in there to get possession back for the Giants. But if Trey Morning is going to hit that shot consistently, it's going to be a difficult matchup for Anzac Rosetto to stay in front of him on that perimeter. If he's not hitting that triple, it's going to be a long night for the Giants.
Averaging 3 a game so far this season from deep. Here's Jared West. 7 assists a game over the opening 2. McNaught now. He may look to go it alone, and he does. A little bit too deep on the end shot, and Rosetto comes up with it.
Yeah, just a little bit worried about the shot blockers on the weak side there. Too hard with the kiss. Good catch by Dennis Brook on a difficult pass.
Turnover, Morning in the lane. There's a foul.
And Trey Morning reading the passing lane nicely there, not just the scorer. Gets right in it, starts the break, had the 1-on-2, And an early foul by Jaden Bazant. He's got to be careful with those. He's important to the squad. Got to stay on the court.
Mourning the 25-year-old, as we said, 33 points a game, leading the league. Next best is 22, so he's leading the league by a fair margin at the moment. Here's West, nice little pass inside to Mourning, under some pressure, up off the left, can't finish.
Well defended by Denham Brook on the roll help. That's exactly what you need to do from the weak side.
Here's Bazant on the attack. Davidson, Bennett Kyle, Rosetto now. Dempster on him, tough pass, well picked up by Denham Brook. Tough shot, how's that?
Wow, Twinkle Toes in the corner, lucky not to step out of bounds, but the confidence is high.
If that doesn't get everyone in the stockyard going, let's have a look at this again.
Look at that, just on the corner, barely stays in bounds. No hesitation on the jump shot, letting it fly.
If that is a sign of things to come tonight, Casey, strap yourself in. Here's Jared West, searching. Trathan now, the athletic Nick Trathan hands it off to Mourning, doesn't get the shooter's roll.
He's had some excellent looks, nothing's dropping just yet, but the offense has been solid for the Giants.
Early lead to the Bulls. Denham Brook is feeling it.
Heat check. A little quick for a heat check after only one make, but why not? Keep it going.
He doesn't mind a heat check either. Here's McNaught. Oh, we're getting it done at both ends. That was a very similar shot.
Well, good ball movement by the Giants. If they move it around quickly, I think they can catch some of these Bulls rotations a little bit flat-footed as they did there.
Opening score for the Giants. McNaught, not overly known for his deep shooting as well. Here's Davidson. Jared West up high on the boards.
Aggressive athletically early.
He'll have a look from deep. That one was halfway down. There's a foul.
Looks like it's staying this way. Trey Mourning might have been bumped down low trying to grab the offensive glass. And that is the second foul on Denham Brook. So expect him to get subbed, and he does, as Leon Henry checks in immediately. Which for the Giants might not be a bonus, bringing in the veteran who has played fantastic off the bench so far this year.
7-time Sal's NBL champion, of course. There's just a little bit of how do you do. Jaden Bazant says, I'm here.
And that is going to be his second personal foul as well, which could cause problems for the Bulls early in this one, as you see, just way too aggressive. Expected West to head to the corner. Instead, he closes that space. Look at the fight down low between Mourning and Rosetto.
Well, Bazant's got to be careful here, and there you go.
Well, that's just about his half done. And that is exactly what Coach Mike Fitchett was hoping for. Jaden Bazant goes to the bench, and Jaden Bazant, you have to do a better job thinking the game than he did right there. He's playing so well this year. A steal there in the scheme of things does nothing. You on the court for this next at least 10 minutes, at least, is going to cause your team a lot of problems. Who is going to step up in the interim? Is it going to be Jet Thompson off the bench? I don't know. That's a lot of points that need to get scored this half for the Bulls.
West to the Racine, and importantly here for the Giants, Casey, they're going to have a lot of time to look at things from the Racine in this opening quarter.
That is bonus the rest of the way after 5 pretty poor fouls, if you're being honest.
There's West on the second, makes no mistake, ties it up at 5 apiece.
Well, I think we're going to see a little bit of an extra pep in the step of the Giants as this one goes. They're smelling upset early.
Jet Thompson called into action early in this one with Bazant sitting. Here he is now, hands it off. A little bit too hard for big Rosetto, mopping it up. Alex McNaught can't finish. The Giants bench screaming for a foul.
Well, Alex McNaught really protecting against the shot blocking of the defender, Isaac Davidson, in that case, causing the miss, but retaining possession after a nice defensive play.
Here's big Alonzo going to work, body on body with Anzac now. Sammy D for 3, no, a little bit too deep.
Easy on the backboard, Sam. Gonna need it for the rest of the game.
Early going here at the stockyard. Good hands, Jared West. Goes at 5.5 steals a game, Casey.
He is really active in those passing lanes. Fantastic defensively and facilitating the basketball. And this is going to be a true test for Jet Thompson with West all over him.
Coach Mike Fitchett just letting everyone in the stadium know that he's happy for Jet Thompson to shoot the ball as much as he wants.
I think he's mostly letting Jet Thompson know that. That's going to be a foul on Trey Morning. Man, he is working down low. And we're only 4 minutes into this game, but Morning and Rossetto are having a hardwood heavyweight fight out there.
Well, you did say to me on the trip here to the stockyard, expect it to be physical. 10 fouls called in under 4 minutes.
The physicality has not dropped because of those whistles either, as West gets another steal. Nelson, fantastic locking them down on the defensive end.
Well, they average 14 a game. Dempster steps around, gets up, Sammy D. Speaking of getting up, how's the rebound from Leon Henry?
I'm more impressed by the defensive effort of Rossetto to slide over from out of position and contest without fouling.
Bennett Kyle will go upstairs.
Kane Bennett Kyle, that brings a smile to his face. It has been a long road back from injury for that young man. Fantastic to see him skying once again.
Early stages, nothing in it tonight. Jared West, some space. Now in the corner, McNaught again. Can't finish on this occasion.
The Bulls are really giving up that extra pass out of these doubles off these on balls. Those rotations are a little bit late to the corner. That shot will be there all night.
Another little body foul inside, and Morning now wears his second.
That is number 2, yes, on Trey Morning. And a difficult task for Mike Fitchett. He decides to go to the bench and sit Morning for these next 5 minutes. And Trey Morning, he is averaging 33 points a year, but
a year?
Or sorry, he's in the game right now. But with him out of the game, you're gonna have to find some offensive answers from somewhere.
He might be on a big bird going home at an average of 33 for the year. Hey, Bennett Kyle.
Yeah, letting it fly off the out of bounds, wide open, solid screen set, need that defensive effort.
Bulls out by 4. An opening passage dominated by the whistle. Lots of fouls early in this one.
Dempster with the up fake. Couldn't finish it. And if I'm the Bulls, by the way, I'm going straight to Anzac Rossetto and testing the new sub into the game. We got to see if Jordan Schwelger can do it.
And there is that matchup you speak of. And Jordan Schwelger has won on this occasion.
Well, 1-0 for Schwelger as we see the ball get tipped. Good effort by Schwelger to get on the side, but that is a matchup where Anzac Rossetto really has to keep Schwelger on his back. A little bit more of a solid seal despite the tip would have enabled him to hold on to possession there for the Bulls.
Hey, let's get this crew going for the next 2 minutes, this lineup, all right? Then those who need rest will come out and get their rest. I need 2 minutes of really good execution here.
Get it to the second side. Force it off the first rotation.
Next time down.
Simple shit. Come on, man.
Next play here. Next play here. All right. Yeah. They've got Schwelger in the game. All right. Make sure our passes are good. All right. Get it inside. On this play, when they're here, right? Yes, we're looking for this. Let's make that an option as well because Schwelger's going to try front and fight. And so we might be able to enter here and get the high-low. All right, so that's you on that. Is that all right? All right, good job.
Hey, automatics on that.
Defensively, right now, let's do this. So just after one. So 1 in the quarter court. Yeah.
That's good. Go, Bulls, 1, 2, 3. Bulls. Let's go, Black.
Love yourselves NBL action. Make sure you check out all the highlights every Tuesday night on Sky Sport 2 from 7:30. And there's a lot of highlights coming your way at the moment, Casey. The big story here early, Jaden Bazant sitting with 3 fouls for the Bulls.
Yeah, hasn't been able to get off any shots, actually no stats whatsoever other than those fouls. And a bit of a rock fight here in the first quarter as well.
Benjamin, first touch in the game. Alonzo Mourning also sitting. He's down with 2 fouls early for the Giants.
That is a solid screen by Rossetto.
Here's Jet Thompson directing traffic. Bennett Kyle has started delightfully tonight.
I love him when he puts his nose down and gets right to the cup. He is a strong finisher in traffic and a deceptive athlete.
An amazing story, Kane Bennett Kyle, over the last couple of years, and he's on fire tonight.
Got a kick by the Bulls on that one. Reset the shot clock to 14. Possession back to the Giants.
Bulls out by 6.
You're talking about a lot of highlights. We only got 16 points here with 4 minutes to go. One of these teams needs to start finding that twine.
It's been an arm wrestle. Schwelger, Trayton, Dempster, yes, Sammy D.
Well, we heard Mike Fitchett say pre-game, my team's getting good shots, we gotta knock them down. You see the ball moving, oh, no, what a steal.
Like a thief in the night.
And Ryan Jones calls the foul, but I gotta say, that looked pretty clean.
I think Jared West thought it was pretty clean as well.
I mean, to be fair, he had already picked it up and had started dribbling before the whistle went.
He had every point of the compass covered then, Jared West.
But now both teams in the bonus the rest of this quarter. Jared West has to let him know, you know I lead the league in steals? Give me some respect.
Bennett Kyle looking to add to his early points in this game. He has 6. Here's West now working on Jet Thompson. Dempster. Schwelger hands it off inside for Jared West.
Well, a timely cut by West, but outside of that, no Giant had the ball and really made themselves a threat to score. Someone has to force this defense to adjust when they've got the ball in the wing.
Giants close it to within 1. Here's Thompson. Rossetto wants it down low. Schwelger with him.
Look at how much attention he's getting. Feet in the paint all over the Giant squad.
Thompson pushes it back out. Now they're under pressure, and there it is.
Coach Mike Fitchett is encouraging his team strongly in pursuit of Jet Thompson.
Shot clock violation.
That is the kind of defense that will make a coach go to sleep with a smile on his face. That kind of effort late in the shot clock.
Horns two.
Seesaw battle early in this one.
Number 1 for steals in the Cells NBL, the Giants. Big Rossetto working on West there. Now Dempster, a little bit of space, goes out to the corner. Benjamin on the dribble. West now, shot clock down. Pressure, got to get a shot up. Got to go.
Well, back-to-back shot clock violations. These teams are locked in defensively. The Bulls have gone deeper to their bench than they would have expected at this point in the game. The Giants don't have that luxury. They are thin on the bench tonight. Only 8 players suiting up.
Listen to the stockyard when it gets up and going. There's a rumble in here tonight every time the team in black does something well. Schwelger with the block.
I feel that might have been an attempted pass, but it looked good nonetheless.
Trayton pulls up, comes up short.
Schwelger with the, I think that's Schwelger underneath, getting tied up with Rossetto. Oh no, it's Rossetto with the foul instead.
Well, that's interesting. There's that big block again from Schwelger.
Showing that athleticism. Schwelger is really showing some fantastic instincts around the hoop. The young Kiwi who has spent a lot of time in Australia.
207 centimeters, just 19 years of age is Schwelger.
And the less than desirable free throw shooting has reared its ugly head for the first time tonight. The Giants, though, 2 for 3. That's like a vacation for
Christmas.
them.
At the Rosine, Schwelger with a second look. That's a lot better. Ties it up, 11 apiece. Inside the last 2 minutes, it has been a dogged fight early tonight in the Cells NBL. Here's Davidson now. Benjamin in front of him. Turning back in. Goes with the step back. Can't finish. penetrate them. Schwelger ran into a brick wall. Benjamin in the corner. Can't complete.
Well, that didn't drop. Both coaches doing a lot of talking to players shooting the basketball tonight. But I like the movement by the Giants, really letting that ball touch some hands. As are the Bulls right now, too.
Well, if you're a fan of smack talk,
Stay down, Jordan! Stay down, Jordan!
keep on listening, because you're right. Both coaches very vocal early in this one.
Good, Naughty!
Leon Henry active on the glass. Ledger tries to save it, but just gets a toenail on the out-of-bounds line before he kicks it back.
There's Christian Martin still looking for his first made basket in the Sal's NBL.
We spoke earlier about Anzac Rosetta spending last season with the Giants, as did Josh Ledger.
Yes.
Coach Morgan Maskell stole the entire front court for the Giants. Give me all your centers.
Giants looking to take the lead late. Maybe through Benjamin. No. Bodies hit the floor. Bulls will come up with it.
Well, I don't know who's got the bigger bag of rocks, but it is one heck of a rock fight.
Hey, sorry.
Been a tough old night at the Stockyard.
Well, we've got a little break here because of some sweat on the floor where Jet Thompson
Hey.
hit the deck. So we've got some young fellas who look like maybe they shouldn't be entrusted with the health and safety of some players, but I trust these young guys. I think they're going to do fine. They're looking like 11. I hope they don't mess up and somebody falls down. Ah, jokes, boys, jokes, boys. Doing a great job.
Earlier tonight in the Sal's NBL, the Nuggets 94 over the Hawks 80, and some big performers in that one as well.
Yeah, fantastic effort in that one for the Nuggets to get to 500 for the first time this season.
No shot, J Marsh.
Can they score late here, the Bulls? That's a hard pass.
Hey.
Isaac Davidson looked really rushed there,
Hey.
pulling off the jump pass at a bad angle. Both teams probably could use a little bit more patience. I think the physicality of this game has sped up the minds of all the players out there.
Last shot may be coming up here for the Giants. Benjamin fires away and absolutely drains one of the best baskets of this opening quarter.
That is a big shot, and that is the quarter. The Giants coming from behind to take the lead and leave the Stockyard pretty silent.
So they get it early here, the Giants, the visitors. They don't mind it here at the Stockyard. They're out by 3. It's an arm wrestle in the Sal's NBL tonight. at the Stockyard, and the Giants out by 3 in what's been a really tough battle so far, 14-11. Casey Frank, some interesting stats to quarter time, shooting, turnovers, it's all happening.
Look, this is a fight. This is a scrap in an alley. This isn't in the bright lights. Right now, both teams shooting poorly. Franklin 45%, but Nelson at 23. What's kept them in the game is they forced 6 turnovers. And the Giants take better care of the basketball than anyone in the league. So that discrepancy is only going to get bigger. A 14-11 quarter, low scoring, but that's expected between these two squads.
Back underway with the Giants. Let's catch up with Coach Mike Fitchett now. And Mike, pleasing start.
Yeah, I think I haven't had a look at the box score yet, but I think I just heard Casey say
4 for
6,
17.
No, that's not pleasing, but 6 turnovers forcing is, what we need to hang our hat on. And Jared and Naughty at the top of our defense, and guys are making good assessments on scout. So long may that continue.
And long may continue the offensive performance as we see Jed Thompson miss that layup, and you give the body language, I think, is what's did it. And you got the everything going your way right now, Fitch. But Trey Morning on the bench, you've been able to find offense without him. Really like the way you're moving the basketball. Is that the key to keeping this thing going with him on the bench?
Yeah, I think they're super active and helping on when they hard show. They really bring the guys from the corners, sometimes both corners. So it's just a matter of taking our time, taking a breath when you catch the ball, and just find the open guy and let's bang in some shots.
Thanks for your time, Mike. Doing very well at the moment, the Giants, and they've extended that lead, Casey, out by 6.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start. And if I'm Coach Morgan Maskell, this is probably about the time I think, you know what? It might be worth it to play Jaden Bazant right here.
If he wants to shoot threes, cool.
Get him out here, get this offense going. 11 points in 11 minutes. That is not great stuff.
Even talking to Coach Fitchett then, I mean, one thing we mentioned at the top of the game is they look locked and loaded, don't they, the Giants? They're very, very set on a plan here. Here's McNaught for 3.
Well, how about the confidence that's the supposed non-shooter is playing with right now? He is letting him fly 2 for 3 from the stripe, and that's a big hit there.
Davidson goes hard to the basket, draws the foul, and that is the aggression that we need to see from Isaac Davidson.
Yeah, I like that time the Bulls didn't wait for the half-court defense to get set. Kicked it on the wing, nobody in front of him. Well, I'm going to the cup. Alex McNaught probably could have gotten there a little earlier and slid out, but the foul was from behind. And these will be the first free throws of the game for the Bulls. Have not been aggressive to the cup until that drive right there.
Davidson at the Resine. First one is out. Plays just under 34 minutes per game, Casey. 9th highest in the league so far. Just the 7 points per game, though.
Yeah, it's a disappointing offensive start for him, especially for a guy as skilled as he is. I do think he's got a different role on the Bulls this season, so they're not going to mind a lack of high-scoring punch, but they want more than 7.
Alex McNaught. Wow.
Young fella. Give him the offhand with the kiss. He has come to play today. 8 points for McNaught. The Auckland native saying, maybe you should have recruited me.
Well, we know his defense.
I love his defense. He's a bulldog down there.
And there he is right there, getting it back for the Giants. Alex McNaught, his night out so far.
Forcing the 7th turnover in the game, and the Bulls have no flow offensively.
There's Jared West getting crunched, but maybe just lost possession of it before the contact came.
I think he's really fortunate is Rosetto to not get a foul. And that's the play before where McNaught showed that really nice left hand. And here he is with the steal, dropping down. Rosetto not paying attention to the wing and getting his lunch took. But on this other hand, where West went to the floor, I think Rosetto pretty fortunate not to get the foul. The ball was lost, but there was a lot of contact in the air after that.
And he's all over it again here. McNaught, oh, just copped an errant hand.
Yeah, it's not the NBA, no replays there.
Rosetto with the basket.
You never want to get hit in the face, but I like that reaction much better. Get hit, get up, and get going. No replays for that, please.
Well, he's got a game-high 8 points at the moment. Here he is again. The Giants, number 3, well shut down by Davidson. Now, there's a foul underneath here,
I think
Casey.
Rosetto, that is. And that is second. It looked like a push was called. I didn't see the actual activity, but Coach Morgan Maskell, I think, is just telling Anzac Rosetto, don't worry about the foul, just play. Let's see, the shot goes up. Oh yeah, that's a push to the face, and actually probably lucky he didn't get worse for that.
Yeah, I agree. Two young bucks going at it out there, Rosetto and Schwelger. There's Marsh from long.
Well, defense has been solid once again for the Bulls the whole quarter, but they can't find anything on the offensive end. Quick stop here because the shot clock went off on that shot and didn't restart on the Bulls' possession.
Well, there's plenty happening in this game. Bazant steps back onto the floor. He's only played 3 minutes and 7 seconds tonight. Fouled out early with 3 first quarter fouls.
If I'm West, I'm going at him immediately. Jared West, whoever is being guarded by Jaden Bazant, has to attack him right away. But Coach Morgan Maskell knows, hey, the time is now. We can't let this game get further away. We're not the highest scoring team. We're already down 9.
Great start to the second term by the Giants. Bennett Kyle.
And Bazant steps in, and immediately things calm down. He runs the play, finds the shooter with plenty of time. And Kane Bennett Kyle, he's having himself a good night offensively, shooting the ball now too.
The Marsh brothers working together, and unable to finish was Tyler. 6-point margin, Bulls. Bazant, no, back of the iron.
Good shot for him, and probably more space than the Giants would like to give him.
Well, that is his shot, isn't it? Marsh. Tyler to Jay now with Jared West. Bazant right there, has to back off. Already on 3 fouls. Unable to hit the floater, and they're away now, the Bulls. Bazant.
Great defensive transition by West off the miss.
Up, fouled. Denham-Brook to head off to the Razine.
Alex McNaught playing pretty physical defense there. I thought he did a nice job of defending without fouling. Ryan Jones disagrees. Here we see it again. Yeah, there we see the foul on the arm, on the reach down. Well called by Ryan Jones. Okay. And a quick 3 points in a row becomes 4 for Denham-Brook.
There is so much activity going on down on the sidelines at the moment. So much chatter from the benches and the coaches. They are heavily involved as Denham-Brook makes no mistake from the coloured stripe, and it closes back to 4.
And Trey Mourning checks into the ball game for the Giants along with Sam Denster. Question is, for the Giants, they start milking Mourning in the post.
Here's Dempster. Leon Henry right there with him. McNaught feeds it out. Marsh on the dribble, floats it up and floats it in. Tyler Marsh.
Lovely bit of skill with the push lefty shot. And how about the way the Giants are moving the ball? What unselfishness and speed that they're moving that around the perimeter with.
Bennett Kyle has been excellent tonight. Bazant, shot clock at 5, has to go, launches up. How high is that arc? Came up short.
He loves a moon ball, no matter where his shot coming from. A little bit more on that one there.
Dempster steps around, inside, Mourning off the glass for 2.
The Nelson penetration, these drivers are not looking for their own shot, but the Bulls are defending them like they are, stepping up really hard, and that's opening up the drop-off pass like there for Mourning, or the kick out to the perimeter for the 3-point shot.
First points of the game for Trey Mourning. Bennett Kyle pulls up. Didn't drop. Trey Mourning just a little bit lucky on that rebound as well. There was a nice hand in the back that went unseen.
We're not encouraging more fouls to be called. Calm down, Jeff. Calm down.
8-point margin and timeout. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
But
you might see a little push here. There it is.
That's a love tap. You've been watching too much NBA. We play real basketball down here, baby.
Twice in a row. Maybe try something with the left hand, like turn, touch.
With the left behind with Kane.
Goes forward, doesn't even take much to make him start falling.
Hey, let's look at some spins.
Hey, deception and decisiveness. We're good, okay? Defensively now, are we, do we want to get out? No, let's still drop.
Let's stay in the drop.
Stay in the drop. Jed Thompson now, okay? So you can be a little bit deeper in your drop, okay? He's a little bit less of a threat, so we can be a bit further out on the other guys. Leon, obviously. Hey, right here, their baseline inbounds, physical, okay? Watch their pin in on the outside.
If they screen in the backcourt, let's like aggressive switch. We're not switching the
Not the 3-4, just the 4-5.
in the backcourt.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Giants on 3. 1, 2, 3.
If it's you, Trey, keep doing what you're doing.
No fouls.
As we take a look at some of the stats below, you see the defensive nature of this ball game. Very evenly matched on the rebounds,
Denim,
on the fouls.
you good still?
The scales are very close between these two. But 8 points of difference in the scoreboard, and that's because the Giants, I think, are just performing a bit better in the half court and really moving that ball around.
Nice and composed in that Giants huddle as well. Here's Rossetto.
Good boy, Dempster up there by the rim. Looks like he's been doing some plyos or something, looking in great shape.
He's been doing that for years, hasn't he? The legend for the Nelsonians. Oh, nice pass inside. West can't finish. Slick play by the Giants goes unrewarded.
Just needed to be a bit more patient for that one to Jared West. Try to get it up quickly.
Thompson, good defense again. Young Alex McNaught.
All over Jet Thompson. And might have given a little bit of a push to force him off that step. Look at that. Good help by Trey Morning. A little push there by Trey Morning as well. I think might have forced Jet Thompson to fall a little bit off balance. But nothing noticed, nothing called.
Here is West to Marsh.
Rossetto is pushing Morning so far off his spot. It is intense.
Dempster with the up fake now outside Marsh. Step back. This would be big for the Giants. Comes up short.
Trathan with the foul there. Sam Dempster, the unselfish kick out, but I mentioned before, none of the Nelson penetrators are looking for the basket. They need to be a threat on the rim. That time, Sam Dempster, if he puts him on one more dribble, easy layup. Gotta be threats. Everyone on the court in this penetration against the Bulls has to be a threat because the weak side defenders are starting to stop respecting it.
Alonzo Mourning, just the 2 points in the game so far tonight. Bennett Kyle is the game high scorer with 9. Here he is. Goes underneath Trathan and hooks it up. Finishing, Denham Brook.
Bennett Kyle refused to be denied on the baseline, but it was the Denham Brook pogo stick athleticism that got the finish.
Dempster drives hard, the baseline puts it out. Here's Nick Trathan for 3.
Big difference between that drive. Multiple defenders came, and Sammy Dempster made the perfect pass to Trathan for the triple in the corner.
Goes at 1.5 a game from outside so far this season, Nick Trathan. Putting up nearly 6. We know what he's capable of. There's Davidson searching for some space, had some. Rossetto's been in there a long time.
Travel call. Rossetto questioning that call. Could have been a travel, could have been 3 seconds. I think if Morning would have fallen down, could have been a charge.
Ryan, did you just call the travel?
So of the whistles that could have gone their way, I think that was the best one.
Some good conversations on the sidelines between Mike Fitchett and Ryan Jones. Gotta love it. We're right there in the thick of the action tonight.
Everything's friendly to Fitchy. He's a good guy.
Mourning ran into Denham Brook, now bodying up. Tough shot, Alonzo Mourning.
Hey, Trey Morning, take advantage when Rossetto's not on you. And he does there. The second he sees he's got the physical strength advantage, he went right to the fadeaway, found his spot, and hit a nice shot.
It's out to 11, Casey. Bennett Kyle, nowhere to go. They turn it over again. The Giants working overtime. They've got the numerical advantage. Sammy Dempster wide open from the wing.
Wow! Timeout to the Bulls because the Giants are stepping all over this Bulls squad.
Wow, have a look at this.
Look at the rotation. Quick, quick, quick. Too slow are the Bulls getting over there. They're starting to hang some heads. The fitness of the Giants is striking, and my call earlier in the game is looking poor right now.
Happen. Shoot when you're open. Catch and shoot. Look at Leon in the post up. See the floor. Extra rotations. The defense, brilliant the first 2 weeks. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Keep running at people. The rotations will come. We're brilliant at it. We're brilliant at it.
We're there on the first couple and then we just sleep. And they have 2, 3.
Too many times we're calling sets and we can't fucking run there. We call down 4 and you don't even go through off the flick screen. We're good, let's go. Can I get spin first and then down 4? Spin first and down 4.
1 minute at a time, stay focused, 1 minute at a time.
Bulls, 1, 2, 3.
Bulls.
Hey, let's get a kill out of it. Come on, come on. 1, 2, 3.
So interestingly, Casey, for the Bulls, only 3 scorers at the moment.
And that's, I'm surprised they have that many with only 20 points. This is a team that hasn't been scoring the basketball very well, but this is surprising. And I think it's because Bazant went to the bench, and that offense has been all discombobulated since that. They've lost their floor general. They really don't know where they're getting their points from. And where they have their big advantage down in the paint, they can't get the ball down there because nobody really is understanding where they want the ball to go.
And this is a huge 2.5 minutes for the home team right now.
Look at McNaught all over Kyle.
Down by 14. Held to just 20 points at the moment.
Screen! Go, come on, Naughty! Yep, 1-on-1.
Rosetto. Banging bodies, hooks it up off the right, and that's just what the doctor ordered.
Well, that's where they want to go to work. They've been trying to get him the ball in there. But Rosetto hasn't really been able to make those bunnies. That one he's able to finish. See if that changes his confidence levels. See if Morty tries to put it on the floor and get by him.
Can't finish.
I think he let Rosetto off the hook there. He's got 2 fouls. You want to force the action, try and get that third whistle on him.
Here's Davidson, gets it back from Brook, fires away from deep.
Lets the ball find some arc. From our angle, that looked a bit off, but Davidson and the ball knew better.
Well, the Bulls have come out of that timeout and scored 5. That lead back to 9. Morning now. Out to West. Has a look. He's got a big hand in front of him. He goes over the top.
Ooh. Jared West. Nothing but net. And Zach Rosetto, not bad defense, but Nelson executing to a high level here in the second quarter.
Davidson from deep. It's raining threes.
And Davidson gets a little confidence in how different does his offensive game look all of a sudden. 6 points for him.
Inside the last minute of the second quarter.
A big possession here for the Giants. I think they need to go in halftime up 10.
Morning off the right, if you don't mind.
What a lovely bit of skill. Showing the soft touch for a big fella, and he will head to the bench so he doesn't pick up that third personal, but lovely little fake there. Rosetto respects it too much, and then he's on skates. The change of direction. Morning wants to avoid all that body contact with Rosetto. He doesn't have the strength advantage there, but he's got the skill advantage, and he used it to great effect on that play.
Can the Bulls get a late basket? Davidson, West right there with him. So too Schwelger. He'll get another chance. West in front of him, Ledger with the screen. Schwelger helps out, Davidson inside.
Gotta get it up.
Ledger, yes.
Shot clock violation. Isaac Davidson, just as we're gonna get a timeout to the Giants so they can discuss this last opportunity. I mean, overall, good by Davidson on that play, but you have to be aware. You got to get that ball in the rim before you get the shot clock violation. That's the 11th turnover of the half for the Bulls.
Wow.
Moving back in.
Giants
Move down. Stronger, jump
out
up.
by
You're up.
11. Let's head down and have a listen to Coach
Hey, we think they're
Mike
going to come
Fitchett.
zone, maybe? Okay. They might show some fake stuff.
let's get to runner. Okay, hey.
Do you want to go right away, Fitch?
Yeah, I think so. Like we got to advance at the full length, so that's cool. So you're going to catch it. Let's put Nick, you inbound it. Sammy, just hang around just in case, and then you're out to corner. All right, Nick. Westy, bring it up the middle. Man or zone, hit. Got to get the hit back. You got to do a good. Actually, keep it. Trey, get under. Screen this guy. You're away here. Yep. You're gone. And I want the ball to there. Trey, set that back screen and then flash to the ball. Your will. Your will.
Let's go. 10 seconds. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together. You're punting in. Hey.
So 13.7 seconds to go in the half, and Trey Morning is the one to look for here by the sounds of it.
Well, he's the guy with the soft touch. There's 14 seconds left. I'm putting the ball in the hands of Jared West, letting him use his speed and try and draw defenders on a penetration, then get it to any of the shooters from those collapsing defenders.
25-17 second quarter, and foul called.
Well, fouls to give do the Bulls have, so Jed Thompson arguing about one. That's not too bad. That's the third team foul. They still have another. You don't want to use that foul until there's less than 5 seconds left, though. You just want to force him from getting a great shot off.
West. Up he goes. Inside 7. McNaught floats it up. Can't finish. Don't know that was what was drawn up, but that'll do us for the opening half at the Stockyard. And the Giants have come to play, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent second quarter. 25-17 to the way of the Giants in that second term. They have plenty to talk about, the Bulls, at the half. Kane Bennett-Kyle has been up and about tonight. He joins Casey Frank.
Well, it must feel good to you to get that dunk off. It's been a while between springy bounces, but it must be feeling good out there. You're finding a good eye offensively.
Yeah, thanks to my teammates. I mean, they're the ones finding me. Coach for putting me in the right positions to do what I do well. So just hoping to keep it rolling. I mean, we got to get that scoreboard ticking over. We're going to get some stops on defense, so that's what.
Yeah, it is a good thing you're scoring well because not too many other guys are. Jaden Bazant, big foul trouble, only played 5.5 minutes. What did that do to your offense in the first half?
I mean, it's always tough with a guy like JB. I mean, he's a world-class scorer, in my opinion. We rely on him heaps. That's my guy, and we need him, man. So hopefully come out in the second half and get us back on track.
All right, I'll let you out there. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it, Kane. Catch you in the... Now we've got Alex. Alex, what a fantastic half shooting the basketball. You've been down there in the gym working on that tray ball?
I mean, for sure. I mean, I've been living down in Nelson now. I mean, I moved down from Auckland, so it's fun to play up here, but I moved down to Nelson. I work a few days a week, but I just get in the gym as much as I can now, so I'm loving it. Basketball life.
Yeah, definitely looking like you're working that jumper, but defense is what's doing it for you guys out there, and a lot of that's been led by you. How's it out there playing against the squad that you thought were going to be very high scoring, but the defensive effort that you've been leading the charge from at the guard has really affected the Bulls?
Hey, you say that I lead it. Our whole team, man, we bring it. Like Jay West, he's our new import. That man can move his feet. He's the most aggressive dude I've ever played against. We all build off him. I love my defense. Everyone knows that, and together we just bring it as a squad, and I think that's the reason why we're up at 11 at the moment.
Well, I'd like to see it in the second half, too. Thanks for your time, Alex. Appreciate it.
Well, you got to love that enthusiasm. Alex McNaught and the Giants leading this one 39-28 at the half. Stick with us. Coming up soon, the Sky Broadband halftime wrap. Well, halftime here at the Stockyard, and a deep, deep conversation in the Bulls change rooms at the half. They trail this one by 11. Casey Frank, the Sky Broadband halftime wrap. And let's take a look at the stats. It's been an interesting opening half of basketball.
Yeah, the Bulls did a nice job to get their field goal percentage back up as the Giants dropped to earth, but the difference in the ball game is those threes. 8 for 16 for the Giants at 50%, just out shooting the Bulls, and that's because of those 11 turnovers caused by 5 Giant steals, 4 of those coming from McNaught and West, who are leading the charge defensively.
Well, you mentioned young McNaught. You had a chat to him heading into the half, and he has been awesome tonight everywhere.
Oh, I love to see him playing well. This is a kid who works so hard in this game. He's all effort, but he's doing it on the offensive end tonight, and they needed that from him the most. Love the aggression when he's getting in, showing his skills with finishing, but it's this side of the court where he really excels. Defensively, he is all over the place, harassing the ball handler and forcing steals.
And we had a look at the change rooms for the Bulls a short time ago. What would the message be at the half from Coach Morgan Maskell?
Well, my first message would be to get the ball into Anzac Rosetto. He's 3 for 4 from the field for 6 points. We need to get him scoring. My second one would, let's give some more shots for Kane Bennett-Kyle. We got to get some aggression on the rim. He's got a limited amount of touches for his 8 points, 7 shots, made 4 of them. The looks are good, but really it's all about being a bit more aggressive. Defensively, the Giants have the Bulls on the back foot, and you cannot win this game that way. They're averaging just over 80 a game, and they've only got 30 points right now. They're playing without the mindset they need.
And one thing the Giants have done is they've kept this crowd reasonably quiet tonight. That goes in their favour. And speaking of Kane Bennett-Kyle, what a story. He was a star at the 2020 Showdown. He had signed for the Saints ahead of the 21 season and missed the entire season with an ACL injury. And as you can see tonight, he's on fire. Let's hear more now from Kane Bennett-Kyle.
Kane Bennett-Kyle, position, small forward. Was lucky enough to be given an opportunity in year 12 while I was at Auckland Grammar to train with the Rangers and suit up. I was under-recruited coming out of high school, didn't have many opportunities to carry on playing and go over to the States. So I went to junior college, did 2 years there, ended up signing with a Division II school. For myself personally, there's a lot riding on this season, I think, for myself. My clock's ticking, I'm getting older. You know, your career has to come to an end at some point. After a setback like an ACL injury, it takes another year off your clock, you know, off your career. So I think there's a lot of importance riding on the season. The one being like just staying healthy for this whole season and then get another contract, you know, somewhere. Doesn't have to be in Australia, anywhere. Just play, keep playing, yeah. I have a saying with my cousins, ride it till the wheels fall off.
Welcome back to the Stockyard. Sal's NBL action proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes, and the visitors looking good at the half. They're out by 11, and Casey, some concerning signs for the Bulls.
Yeah, they're just getting no production off the bench. Only 3 shots in total, which is in stark contrast to the Giants, who have had contributions from every player on the roster. Not one player hasn't scored yet. And the Bulls are going to have to get some help from somewhere else. Jaden Bazant still in foul trouble. Expect him to pick it up. But most surprising is Leon Henry hasn't produced anything yet. 0 and nothing on the stat sheet except a personal foul. I would expect him to pick that up a great deal.
And Bazant yet to score either, but that helps. Denham Brook lights it up to start the third.
Well, I like what they did there, using Anzac Rosetto as a decoy and a screener. So much attention being paid to him, he was able to get Denham Brook open for the triple.
You'd almost think that was drawn up by Coach Morgan Maskell at the half. That's how good it looked. Here's Nick Trathan from deep. They went 50% in the first half from the 3. Casey, 8 of 16.
They'll be hoping to get that in the second, but that is a tough nut to keep rolling.
Davidson now through traffic, put his head down, ripping defense, and they're away, the Giants. Nick Trathan gets up and rolls it in.
Well, Jared West, superb on the defensive end, giving away nothing. And then we see Trathan at his best in transition with a gliding finish to the coop, also known as the cup.
And again, good hands, this time Morning. Davidson has to fire away now over 1. Can't finish, and the Giants up and going.
And just execute a play when it's called. Oh, you have just space, we're good, sprint.
Here's West. McNaught now underneath, great pass. Morning shut down, but he does enough to finish.
Oh, McNaught, fantastic decision, drawing defenders, dropping it off for the big fella, and continuing to get Morning going, who's not at his best tonight, but still contributing. 8 points for him now.
12-point margin. Maybe Bazant now for his first points. Yes, indeed.
And that's really the first aggressive move I've seen him make. He had a couple shots earlier, but that to the rim is the most aggressive he's been this evening.
And you can see the relief on Jaden Bazant's face. First basket for him of the game, riding foul trouble. Here's Morning. Rosetto steps around him, draws the foul.
Rosetto, a little hypnotized, I think, by the crossover dribble there as he picks up foul number 3. Excellent recognition by Coach Mike Fitchett and Trey Morning, and that'll be Anzac Rosetto's first trip to the sideline of the second half as Josh Ledger comes in. And that will once again change the Bulls' strategy.
Coach Mike Fitchett doing the counting, putting his maths hat on.
He's looking like he's wanting a little bit of stand-up time as well.
He's loving it. Why wouldn't you? McNaught up high off the glass. Sammy Dempster battling. It's on, and big Sammy scrambles after it like a man possessed.
Well, a jump ball called, but I only saw Sam Dempster with his hands in the ball. That was a very quick possession arrow called by Ron Young there. Nice drive, but excellent contest by Ledger. Dempster keeps it alive, but look at the
determination here.
Only one jersey on the floor, and that's the white one. Don't know how you call that a jump ball when nobody's got possession of it. But 6 with the Giants. They'll take it.
Hey, naughty my belly.
They're out by 10. Early in the third, Sal's NBL action. Here's Jared West. Some space. McNaught to the corner, gives it up. Trayton for 3. Pressure on Bazant.
Bulls need to pick up transition as well. This is an undermanned team with a thin bench. They need to start making them work it defensively.
Denham-Brook now. Sam Dempster right there with him. Equal to the challenge, Denham-Brook.
Denham-Brook's jumper is looking smooth this evening. He hasn't had a lot of ball in the hand, but that is 3 for 4 from the field or 4 for 5 from the field for 12 points.
Jared West comes up short. Well, Denham-Brook really took his opportunities in season 2021. He was one of the most improved players in the Sal's NBL.
To be fair, the Bulls didn't have a great season, but he grew as a player because of it, and the offensive load that was placed on his shoulders made him a much better player.
Davidson turns it over, chipping through and picking it up. Nick Trayton slams it down with the hammer.
Ooh. Looking athletic on the break with a pretty finish, but a poor turnover by the Bulls. Where's the aggression? Too slow in the half court. Need to get faster.
Bennett Kyle. The Giants off to the races again.
And it's the Giants pushing the pace in transition despite having a much thinner bench.
They're on a mission. Alonzo Mourning for 2.
Alonzo Mourning's eyes just open up when Anzac Rossetto goes to the bench. Life gets so much easier for him trying to score the basketball.
Of course, goes by the name Trey Mourning. There he is, called into defense on Davidson, and again, the Giants come up with it.
And pushing the pace, vastly different to the slow down offense the Bulls are happy to play.
Here's West. Mourning, had a look from deep, puts it on the floor, out to the corner. Trayton loves a triple. Can't finish. Mourning strong off the boards.
Mourning dominating now. Bulls still not running. Look at that, get a rebound, had numbers, walking it up. They need to change their mindset. They are playing like a team that's up 12, not down 12.
Bazant, Bennett Kyle. Good hands, Alex McNaught. Kyle puts it to the floor. Turnaround jumper, sweet shot.
Harassed defensively, but it batters not. I'm gonna hit you with the fadeaway and tickle the twine.
That margin just resting around the 10. There's a foul just off the ball there. Kane, Bennett Kyle.
Kyle, too handsy on the Jared West cut. Can't put your hands on a guy when you're trying to bump him and slow him down. Just got to use that chest. Anything else, you always get the foul. Here we see it. See those hands just grab him underneath the midsection. It's the whistle. Timeout to the Giants, who with a 10-point lead, 4.5 left in the quarter. They feel a real opportunity to extend it on this possession here.
And it feels like we've come out of the half and it's gone up-tempo, just to another level.
Fake shows, eh? Fake shows. So we play those more like a drop, more as if they're in a drop. So you're gonna be on the rim every time, and we look to attack those. Okay, they're just gonna quick show, and you turn the corner, there ain't gonna be no one there. Hey, great find out here. Nick Trayton twice, those are great looks. Shoot the first one, we're still getting great looks. Deception and decisiveness. Down there, our active hands are doing a great job. They've made a couple of tough ones. Let's go. Man up.
He's pushing. John's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Well, Casey, we talked about the importance of Nick Trayton and just what he's capable of, and he's come out and done a couple of really tidy things in the third.
Yeah, they've swung the ball to him nicely, making that extra pass, enabling him to have those open looks, and then doing it on his own, too. getting in the passing lane, forcing that steal, getting himself the easy bucket. 7 points for him now. And I think that's more along the lines of the type of production that Mike Fitch expected him to take when he expected him to step up this season, even more so when Tom Ingham lost for the year.
Nice back cut. Riley Benjamin pushes it to the corner. Oh, great work. Sam Dempster had everyone fooled. Drayton has it knocked away by Denham Brook.
Well, Denham Brook athletically defending that, but it's all Giants right now. Everything is going their way. The Bulls look flummoxed.
Denham Brook for three. Morning right there with him. Leon Henry. And I think they've won it back here, the Bulls.
Yeah, I believe they say Trey Morning stepped on the line when just before he saved that, throwing it off Leon Henry's leg. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Bulls. I think it should be a full possession. I thought Trey Morning had it in his hands.
Ryan's a good ref. You don't need to work him like that.
The skipper, Leon Henry. That was an interesting comment. Bit of praise there for Ryan Jones as Davidson comes up short. There's a battle off the rebound. There's Trey Morning, great step back to the right. Can't finish, battles for the boards. And gets it back.
Josh Aldridge just shoving Trayton to the ground.
That was interesting.
Well, that's obviously a foul. There's a guy, no whistle blown by anybody. Look at Trayton here. Like, it's obviously a foul. He just slammed through a guy. He was trying to set a screen for the shooter. Mike Fitch agrees.
Well, I think he definitely agrees.
And I will make note, one of the few times Fitch has ever
Giants ball.
Nick, you all right? Look up.
And we do apologize for the language, of course. It is, but it is after the 8 o'clock hour.
I think so.
Fuck, do we just have a drop in here?
Here's West. He's been terrific tonight. Does he turn it over? No, he wins it back.
That's a shot clock violation.
Shot clock.
Denham Brook, how about the second half he's putting together? Leading scorer for the Bulls right now, 12 points. Getting big blocks, big rebounds as well. Putting all his energy into this one. But he needs somebody else to come along for the ride. Right now, Jaden Bazant and Zach Rosetto on the bench. The two guys expected really to carry the load tonight. So with those guys there, somebody else has to step up. Davidson, Leon Henry, obvious candidates.
Big miss call, Ron.
Young fellas, Thompson, Ledger, maybe they can do it, but problem is the Giants on the other side, they're making no mistakes.
And sometimes, Casey, you just need a big play to get that wheel turning, and maybe that was the one there for the Bulls. Maybe not. There he is again. Jared West.
Not a backcourt violation there because he didn't take both feet over, for everyone wondering. What a steal.
He has it taken away. There is so much going on here at the Stockyard.
Well,
hey, eyes here. Eyes here.
I think the officiating crew is going to have to grab control of this game. The coaches are starting to come for him.
It's a very physical drive.
And the level of physicality is picking up for both squads.
You can hear it happening all around us here at the Stockyard tonight. Sal's NBL action. And it is hot tonight. Here's Leon Henry. Finds some space, comes up short. Trayton had it, lost it. Bulls get it back.
Well, we're starting to see some hustle get back into the bodies of the Bulls. Leon Henry there makes a nice, decisive move. Just leaves it a bit short, but doesn't give up on the play. Fights for it afterwards, regains possession. Bulls get another chance.
Can they get it back to single digits? Leon Henry keeps it alive. Davidson wants it down low. He goes to work inside. He's surrounded by white singlets. Shot is good.
Eventually goes to the right shoulder. He really wanted that left shoulder, but he predetermined that, wasn't really reading the defense. Needs to read the defenders, see what they're giving up, but a solid finish nonetheless.
Can the Giants respond? Jet Thompson with the errant hand.
Jump, boys, quick one.
Called for the foul.
And reinforcements arrive for the Bulls. 3 starters, Rosetto, Kyle, Bazant coming in.
connected.
Let's see what they can do with this 2.5 minutes left. They're starting to close the gap. An 8-point deficit to the Giants.
Sammy's gonna be on this side. Side
Led
three.
by Trey Morning with 10. Alex McNaught with 8. Denham Brook with 12 for the Bulls. Kane Bennett-Kyle with 11.
They're zoned up, they're zoned up. Ice.
Here's Trathan to bring it in.
Ice, go Riley, go Naughty. Go.
McNaught had a huge first half. Trathan now off the wing, hard to the basket, gets up big time.
Oh, I don't know if that's a foul. Rossetto, that's his 4th. And, you know, this is a section where he is there, he's the help. Meets him at the rim, yeah, he got a lot of arm with that.
You can see the reaction there from Anzac.
Foul
Rossetto.
wasn't called on Rossetto. Foul was called on someone else because Rosetto's still up there with 3. So they were subbing in for Anzac Rossetto there when they realized that the foul was not on him.
Trathan at the Razine. Well, someone's clearly put their hand up and claimed that one, Case.
Well, it looks like Denham Brook has picked up his 3rd, so almost as bad, really. 3 fouls on Brook, Bazant, and Rossetto. They both have to play very judiciously on the defensive end the remainder of this one.
Trathan nails the 2nd from the coloured stripe. Here's Jaden Bazant back into the action.
Really like what Trathan's given the Giants. He has come out, especially in the second half, and given Coach Mike Fitchett the aggression that Nelson needs, that scoring punch, that extra scoring punch. They're going off.
Well, quite often for the Giants over the years, he's been a barometer. Very athletic. Is
Not
Trathan.
again. That looks like a short layup for Rossetto, but Alex McNaught, shortest guy in the court, gets in there and takes it off his hands.
Denham Brook. Here's Henry, he'll fire from deep, looks good. A little bit deep, big hands at Rossetto, what a rebound. Draws the foul on Jordan Schwalger.
Well, man, when he plants his roots down in the paint there, he might as well be an oak tree because you are not moving him. He got down low, just snatches that rebound. Look at the physicality down low. Schwalger does well to contest, but picks up the foul. Be his, looks like, 1st of the game. And Schwalger's done nicely in some probably more extended minutes off the bench than expected coming in with the foul trouble the morning in the first half.
Anzac Rossetto averages 3 offensive rebounds a game.
But how big are these free throws here? Bulls, remember, shoot 47%. Scoring at a premium. They're not coming easy. They have to hit their free throws if they have any hope of coming back from this deficit.
Thanks for reminding us. From the Razine, and that's why they're going at 47%.
But it's okay if you get it back. It's a good trade.
Bazant now, strong through the lane. Can't finish. Crowd really getting into this one right now. 8-point margin inside the last 2 minutes of the 3rd. Locked and loaded for a big finish tonight. Schwalger back to the basket, turns now, hands it off to Benjamin. Benjamin hard off the wing. Forced out, comes back a second time.
Riley Benjamin giving the back and forth. And who's the foul on? Leon Henry.
Quarterback pass, what a contest. Leon Henry and Sammy Dempster, the 2 eldest men on the court tonight.
Poor decision on the outlet there by Rossetto. Trying to get a cheap one for Leon Henry. Read well by the captain. Read well by the captain there. Sam Dempster, who fights for it. And instead of not just being a layup the other way, right back to the offensive end and free throws. Because that is the 5th personal foul on the Bulls, only 2 on the Giants in the quarter.
What a contest. Dempster at the Razine. How good has this man, Casey, been for the Nelson Giants over the years?
He's the glue that keeps the wallpaper up. Without him, it all would look different. You know, so he's not the most talented guy. He's rarely out there scoring 20 points. But the effort he gives And the timeliness of his plays have been invaluable to the Giants over the years.
So far this season, Sammy Dempster, 11 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.5 steals per game.
Aging like a fine wine.
Just a sprightly 31 years of age. Here's Anzac Rossetto surrounded by Giants. Gets the call.
These post catches, if he's catching it on the block, it's essentially over because he is taking that drop step and getting exactly where he wants, using that elbow to displace the defenders on him. And just look at it. Catches here, big drop step in, displace the defender, displace with the elbow, put it up a little too handsy around. If anything, he probably just needs to try and finish that without opening his shoulders completely to the defenders to protect that basketball with his short jump hook, which he's really talented with, but back to the line.
Nails the first from the Razine. It feels like, Casey, the Giants have just withstood the pressure here the last few minutes.
Yeah, there was a little push that initially came when the starters got reinserted for the Bulls, but a couple of poor turnovers and some missed shots have kept the Giants on top by double digits.
Rossetto brings it back to 10.
The real difference in this one was that second quarter where the Giants scored 25. Outside of that, the only team that scored more than 14 in a quarter is Franklin at 17. So a low-scoring affair. One team's going to have to find some flow eventually.
Bazant, Rossetto, and Brooke take a seat, prepare for the last. Here's Trey Morning talking about being surrounded. On that occasion, the Bulls tripling down on Morning. Here's West. Morning keeps it in. Does well, Trey Morning.
The Franklin defense going to get fatigued, but we stopped the clock to reset the shot clock where there was a bit of an issue. I think we're going to go probably down to about 10.
14. Nah, let's just get a good one. Hey,
so we're moving down to 6 or 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Trey, you gotta be on the rim.
Down to 7, so now they have 7 seconds on the shot clock to get this one off. It was a little late starting.
Marsh to bring it in.
2-for-1 opportunity for the Giants if they get it up quick.
West doubled quickly. Dempster has to fire from deep. A little bit of a hand in there. It'll be a Bulls ball.
Could have been a shot clock violation. Instead, I think just out of bounds. Dempster certainly looking for somebody to close whatever door was open on that shot. Bit of a breeze in here. Always a breeze down in Pukekohe.
Trey, no foul. We got one.
There's Isaac Davidson. Can he get the Bulls going ahead of the last quarter tonight? They need something held to just 42 at the moment. It's been a tough night. Davidson now in the paint, turns around, gets the roll.
8 seconds left. A very quick Jared West with the ball. See what he does with it.
He wants everyone to clear out. Jared West, he'll go it alone. Does it roll in? No, it doesn't. And that'll do us. What a contest tonight in the Sal's NBL. Giants continue to hold the lead, but you can't help but feel, ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to go down to the wire. Giants 52, Bulls 44, back with the last right after this. A quarter to play here at the Stockyard tonight. Round 3 Sal's NBL action proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Giants out by 8. An upset in the making. Casey, Frank.
Oh, most definitely. They have played extremely well despite being shorthanded. They've been taking what the defense has been giving them, and they've been taking care of the ball. Conversely, the Bulls a little bit loose with the basketball. Still playing that physical brand of defense, but that's gotten them into big foul trouble. Down 8 coming into the fourth quarter. It's all about execution. Both teams need to cut down the turnovers and find a higher level of quality shot.
Look out for Jaden Bazant here. He needs to fire up. Let's go to Morgan Maskell. Morgan, big last quarter here. Some work to do.
Yeah, one possession at a time. We just need to execute. We didn't do a good job offensively executing our stuff. And of course, foul trouble really hurt us in the first half.
Big shot there by Isaac Davidson. Nice to see him going, but it's been a lack of production off the bench. Is there anything that concerns you in that area, or are you just putting this load on your starters?
Everyone's a star in their role, same status, different roles. That's a foul.
Well, instead it's a jump ball.
Yeah, no, same status, different roles. Everyone has their role, and sometimes it's to score the ball, and you know how it is. Some games people will have 2 points, some games they'll have 30, but it's a team and collective effort. We're stronger as a unit.
Hey, Morgan, so you sure you haven't been a head coach longer? Because you're really good at the non-answer. Really good.
No comment.
Good on you, Coach Maskell. And already to start this last quarter, you can just feel the energy in here, Casey.
Everybody's getting excited. And I like that the Bulls have come out aggressive. They're not sitting on the back because of the foul trouble. They're out there. This is our home court. We're going to make you call these fouls because we're going to be over you physically.
It's back to 6. The Giants looking to respond. Dempster steps inside, up and over, can't finish.
And how about the challenge by Jaden Bazant without fouling? Does enough to force the miss and keep himself in the ball game.
Just the 2 points tonight. Jaden Bazant averages 20 a game. He'll look to get going. Where's some contact there?
No penetration to defense. All these passes 3 feet outside the three-point line.
Bennett Kyle now. Little step back. Looked good off the hand. Davidson gets it back. Rosetto wants it inside.
Strong post.
Davidson from deep now. No go for the Bulls.
And if I'm Anzac Rosetto, I want those perimeter shooters resetting, getting off that strong wing as they see the foul there on Sam Dempster. But Rosetto had to kick that ball back out to Isaac Davidson because he didn't relocate after passing it in. You got to go to the corner. You got to go high. Don't just sit on the wing. Otherwise, your guy can just sag in and take away my move.
Hey, Pennon, screen your own, Jay West, screen your own, Sammy.
Tyler Marsh has given some good minutes tonight for the Giants.
We've got to see, fellas.
Here's Dempster. Morning wants it, Morning gets it. Trey Morning now. Pass picked off by Jaden Bazant. Starting to make an impression tonight. Early foul trouble. He wants a big last quarter. The Bulls need him to have a big last quarter.
McNaught all over him, making it difficult.
Davidson now finds Rosetto alone with a little bit of space. Morning came late, and that was just enough.
Well, really nice challenge. The length of Morning really affecting Rosetto's shot there. Mostly because it's like Rosetto's jump shot isn't really a jump shot. It's almost a set shot there. So without any elevation, much easier to get in the mind of the shooter.
Would you like to see him put the ball on the floor there?
Oh, probably. But you know, you got to be comfortable with what you're shooting. He knows what's best for him in that spot.
Alex McNaught, if you do not mind.
I gotta guess this is his first double-digit scoring game of his career. 11 points on 3 from deep and that beautiful left-hand layup earlier.
Here's Davidson.
And everything's gone to seed here for the Bulls. They've stopped running their offense and they've gotten back into one-on-one basketball. Have to make the Giants work more than that.
Trey Morning now hasn't had too many looks tonight. Loose ball. Davidson picks it up.
Denham Brook takes a shot to the head, and because we don't have the NBA replays, we get right back up. I much prefer it.
Down first.
Here's Rosetto now. Chipping in and helping. Jared West, great help out D. They're off. Big quarterback pass, long to McNaught from Morning.
Well done as a receiver to keep that in bounds.
Hey,
I caught it. Ball right to me on that one. I got it. Don't worry about it, Justin.
One possession for Casey Frank tonight.
And possibly the worst possession of the game. Jaden Bazant in the passing lane there. As the clock is ticking on this Bulls comeback. The Giants, I think, have to be really aware here of not playing the clock. They have to play basketball. They have to continue to try and be aggressive offensively. Got a lob option here to Morning if they pay attention.
Mike Fitchett taking every opportunity to talk to his players.
No movement.
Jared West, what have you made of his game tonight?
I love the quickness. He's obviously a really intelligent player. To help if he hits that.
Right on cue, Jared West with the biggest shot of the night. Now that seriously was downtown stuff. Here's Bazant looking to answer.
With the kiss. That was a huge shot by West. A nice little mini answer by Bazant. But the Giants need to keep that aggression as they try to keep this 10-point lead.
McNaught brings it back out. And the Giants start again. Jared West, heat check for West, no.
Not bad shot, considering where the shot clock's at. But I probably want to feed the big fella. He hasn't had a lot of touches. I try and get him something in a place he's comfortable.
Denham Brook. Sam Dempster there to meet him. Just does enough to put him off his shot.
Oh, the turnover. The Giants just getting a little bit too aggressive. As it looks like we're going to have a timeout. No, substitutions in for the Bulls. With 5.5 left, Rosetto and Kane Bennett-Kyle head to the bench. I wouldn't think it'd be for long.
I'm not sure that Trey Morning wants to run the floor. He's just going to throw that pass every time.
Hey, you know, the way he's been banging around in there with the big fellas for the Bulls, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a little fatigued.
Here's Jet Thompson called into the action. Danger time right now for the Bulls, and they turn it over.
Just the offense of the Bulls being forced to go side to side by the Giants. Just a real lack of penetration of the three-point line. You see this unforced turnover yet again for the Bulls. That is turnover number 17. That is their third this quarter in just 4.5 minutes.
And Jet Thompson has fouled straight away as well. The Bulls averaging over 76 points a game so far this season. They sit at 48 right now.
Yeah, they ain't getting to 76 tonight, that's for sure.
Here's Morning. Bazant meets him. Mismatch here. Bazant, little hand in there. But the Giants win it back.
Well, 5 minutes left, down 10. You need to have a little bit of enthusiasm. You have to play with some aggression. You have to pick it up. This game is on the edge. If you don't have more energy than the Giants, the Bulls really have no shot.
Plenty of contact out there. Plenty of players looking for fouls as well. Was there a big foul there? There was a big sound, no whistle.
I'm pretty sure these refs have pockets because that's where all their whistles are right now.
Bazant can't keep it in. Comedy of errors at the moment for the Bulls.
There we see a hammering of a foul. Can't really see where the contact was, but certainly contact as he was putting the ball on the floor. But things get physical in the stockyard.
Well, as we saw during the third, Casey, the Giants are weathering the storm right now. They are standing up.
There you go, Morning to the post. This is what you want with your coach, Mike Fitchett.
Ledger with him, pulls up off one dribble and makes it. That's his shot, Trey Morning.
Josh Ledger makes a stink face, but that's what Trey Morning wants to do. You are absolutely correct. The mid-range pull-up is his bread and butter.
Hard night for Morning, but he's up to 12 now. Jet Thompson firing away and nailing it. Jet Thompson.
How about Jen Thompson? Fearless. Hadn't had a point before that. Down 14. Don't worry, I'll shoot it. Or sorry, down 12, I'll shoot it. Get us back to single digits.
Brings it back to 9. Has some work to do on West. Dempster now from deep. Sammy D.
Just undisciplined defense there by Denham Brook. He gambles off of Sam Dempster because he didn't respect him as a shooter. And Sam Dempster makes him pay with the tree.
Leon Henry now. Bazant, they need this, the Bulls. No, Denham Brook couldn't finish the bunny. Jared West comes up with it, draws the foul.
The Bulls not finding desperation in the right spots. The desperation needs to be on the defensive end, pushing these guys out. As we see, Bazant, might have been some contact on the jumper, not called, and then the foul down low. I mean, with some of the contacts we've seen, didn't look like a lot there, but that's the time the whistle got blown.
I'm not sure Denham Brook will want to see that replay during the week either, because that was a big missed opportunity.
It's never fun when the bunnies go bouncing.
Let's head into the Bulls timeout.
The timeout plus a minute. Hey, we need to do everything in our power to get stops. Don't get over-aggressive and gamble, but be really solid, right? Body on block, DHOs, show your hands, move your feet, know the scout, end in box outs. It's, hey, here, let's get into Leon this way, you're the 4, Denham the 3, and we're into yeah. Yeah, so Denham's the sky, yeah.
Balls, 1, 2, 3.
Stops, everything on defense, everything on defense.
Well, asking for everything on defense, they've given a bit. They've held Nelson to 3 for 12 from the three-point line in the second half, but it's the turnovers, 7 of them this half, that have kept the Bulls from getting any closer to this Giants team, who has really refused to wilt under increasing pressure.
Airs and Rams tomorrow on Sky Sports. Saints and Tuatara on Monday night. Monday night basketball for the first time this season in the Cells NBL, 6:30 p.m. tip-off. Looking forward to that one. It's been an indifferent start to season 2022 for the reigning champions, the Wellington Saints. The Tuatara 3-0 to get their first campaign underway. The Giants lead it by 12. Not many went the way of the Giants tonight. Great pass inside to Marsh from that man again, Alex McNaught.
And when the Bulls have made mistakes, it's been mistakes of discipline. Leon Henry just loses sight of the man he's guarding, a backdoor cut with no one defending him. Easy layup.
I like the minutes that Tyler Marsh has given to the Giants tonight as well. Been very active. Here's Davidson for 3. Big triple.
Just a glimpse of light coming through the darkness right now for the Bulls, and brought by Isaac Davidson. 3 minutes to play. 11-point deficit, have to have a stop here.
They're not out of it, the Bulls.
But they are if they don't get a stop here. They need it right now.
McNaught. Yeah, and they may have it. Came off the leg of Rossetto.
Rossetto saying that went off Alex McNaught. They're talking. The refs are having a conversation, and they're saying stays with it. We take a second look at it. The ball comes and goes right off his foot. All the refs along.
Jared West been a fantastic leader tonight. Working off the dribble.
Shot clock violation.
Seen that a few times tonight.
Well, that's just the karma of the basketball gods. The Bulls forced 2 turnovers on that possession.
They want to use it or lose it. They want to use it or lose it.
2:34 left in the game.
If they score,
The Bulls searching for a way to close this up. The Giants have answered everything, and they've done it through sheer intensity at the defensive end tonight.
McNaught still harassing Bazant.
Good level, good level.
All over him. Called for the foul.
Just the first of the quarter for the Giants.
And
So
I don't think Coach Mike Fitchett, and certainly not Alex McNaught, will mind that at all, Casey.
Oh no, this is the time to be extremely aggressive. 2 minutes left, I'd be hounding these ball handlers. Don't let them get into anything. We've got 3 fouls to give. We don't have to worry about the foul trouble.
Davidson shut down by West. Rosetto, was there a skip in there? No, drew the foul.
Foul on the floor, second foul of the quarter. And Coach Mike Fitchett deliberating using a timeout. I believe he loses it after 2 minutes, so he's got 3 left.
Bulls, everything has to go right from here. Henry,
Good look.
A lot of space for Leon Henry, back of the iron. The battle is on.
Man,
Sam
Sammy
Dempster just does it time and time again.
That looks like a game-winning rebound to me. Or it did before the turnover.
I reckon there'll be a timeout here, Casey. Yes.
Yeah, if Coach Mike Fitchett with 3 timeouts left doesn't use one of them here, he just loses it. So a good time to get his team settled, let them catch their breath, and play what will be the defining defensive possession of the game. This is win and lose or draw right here.
Unbelievable effort by the Giants tonight. Let's head into the huddle now.
We got 2 left. He's got 2 timeouts, I've got 2 timeouts. Hey, we're doing a great job. When you dig down on Davidson, we've got to be aware. You don't play it, but understand Rosetto's cutting behind your head. He's good. He's good. If you need to buy a foul, but you don't need to. Yeah, stumped at it. Hey, coming back this way, fellas. Look, let's get to a 2. Let's get to Horns 2. No, they're denying that one. Let's get to Diamond 2. So we get the one on the side, Sammy, you flare. We get the ball back to Jay West and Trey. Short roll, short roll. Sammy, you might string cut after you pick and pop. He might catch it here, you might be on the run.
Finish. Let's go. Finish on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Finish.
Hey, stay down
Hey,
that shit.
it's all about rebounds.
My bad on that, but we good.
It's all about rebounds
Now, I
now.
just want to remind you, Casey, on our trip out to the stockyard tonight, I just want to put my hand up right now and just say I did smell an upset in the air tonight.
Hey, mate, if it didn't happen on camera, it didn't happen. What happens off camera stays off camera. These conversations you might have had with someone don't matter until you say it on air.
They've been very impressive, the Nelson Giants.
To be fair, they're playing better than I thought they would. They've really handled the physicality of the Bulls' defense well, and the Bulls have been flummoxed by the defensive effort of the Giants tonight.
They've looked locked and loaded from the start. Good signs. And we're hearing an import to come for the Giants. Rosetto met by Dempster. Henry, Dempster. Sammy D, what a game.
Putting it together again. And that was a defensive possession of the ball game. Just not enough time left for the Bulls now, who are just trying to squeeze one last stop out of it.
Morning, corner, Marsh, long look. Trey Morning gets it back. Davidson fouls.
4th team foul, possession on the side for the Giants. And we could just about get the ink on the pen wet to mark down a well-deserved W for the Giants in this one with 1:20 to go.
Giants back at home next Saturday, take on the Rams. Bulls at home to the Nuggets. Nuggets beat the Hawks earlier tonight. What a big game that'll be next Friday night here at the Stockyard. Jared West is crunched.
Leon Henry saying he wasn't.
There was heavy contact here.
And Leon Henry, tough to tell if he was completely straight on that one, but certainly some contact. And that's what Leon Henry's arguing.
Yep.
He's saying I went straight up. Official Ryan Jones is saying you moved in towards him, and seeing it the one time, I'd probably lean more towards that being a foul than not.
West at the Racine.
Tough night from the free throw from the field for him tonight. 3 for 10 total, but he's a guy that does it all. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, which, to be fair, is his lowest assist total of the season, but 2 steals as well. Did a nice job as the floor general for the Giants as they look to secure this victory.
How about the West and McNaught tandem for the Giants?
They are going to have to be careful as they leave Franklin tonight because the local constables might be pulling them over for assault. The way they have manhandled the backcourt defensively for the Bulls.
And here they are, the number 3 and the number 23. If you're a Giants fan, there's a lot to like about what your team has done tonight. Here's West again. Sammy Dempster has nailed another one.
Sam Dempster living deep. Leon Henry with an illegal screen and with a little bit of frustration, and Jared West lets him know he's happy about it.
Sammy Dempster to 14 points. 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
What a performance by the Giants. Short-handed of their full squad. Of course, the Bulls still have Corey Webster to come as well, but this is the team that didn't have any answers against the Tuatara last week. Just really struggled on their home court. And from my eye, I thought they were going to come in tonight and struggle with the physicality of the Bulls, but they brushed that dirt off their shoulder like it was nothing. Met it and exceeded it with a fantastic performance on the road.
Yeah, they've done it with class, haven't they? 16-point margin now, that's a game high. They're not finished yet either. 12 seconds to play. Jared West once more, gets it to Sammy Dempster. And one to the Razine.
Stop it, Sammy. Stop it, Sam Dempster. The captain scores again. Up to 16 points, a chance for 17 on the free throw to go with 8 boards. 4 assists, doing it all. There it is, the N1 and the genuine exhilaration being released by the Giants.
How's the response from his teammates?
Nothing like a win on the road, baby.
And they're going to celebrate a great win tonight. Rosetto with a late basket, but it's all Giants tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Marvelous win on the road. 73-56, pulling away at the end. They came here with a mission, and they have absolutely delivered in spades. They moved to 2-1 on the season and send a very strong warning to the rest of the competition that they are not going to take a backward step in season 2022. We're hearing an import is on the way for the Giants to replace the injured Tom Ingham. So they are only going to get stronger. The Bulls, first loss of the season. They'll take this one inside. They'll pick it apart. They've got the Nuggets next up. What a game that is in round 4. The Giants will be headed home. Let's cross down to Casey. Frank, he's got one of the biggest stars of the show of tonight's game, Sam Dempster.
Well, Justin just called you one of the biggest stars of the game, and it was correct. You're shining bright, but what most impressed me about the Giants' performance tonight is the way you guys weathered the physicality of the Bulls throughout the entire game. Can you talk to that a bit?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of our focuses. I mean, we watched a lot of film. Fitz spent a lot of time. I mean, you've seen the first few games, their physical side. They're a big side. They like bang bodies. So we just wanted to focus on shifting the ball, trying to match that physicality and bringing the energy.
Offensively, not the prettiest night. Trey Morning in a bit of foul trouble in the first half. You guys had to find offense from somewhere. In that first half, everyone scored. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. I mean, I thought Naughty did a great job of getting involved and getting the ball rolling, and then the rest of us just fed off that. But, yeah, I mean, it's part of our game plan. Share the ball, let everyone get touches, and tonight was a great show of what we can do.
And the offense was good, but the defense was better. 56 points holding this Bulls team, too. What was it that you were able to take that physicality of the Bulls and give it right back to them every step of the way on that end of the court?
Yeah, I mean, defense has been something that's let us down over the last couple of years, so it's been a real focus at training. We want to be physical, we want to clog things up, but we want to play good one-on-one defense, and I think we did a good job of that tonight, which slowed them down. I mean, Bazant's a great player and he's hard to stop, but we did a good job of containing him tonight, and the rest of us just fed off our guards' energy.
Well, nice win. Good luck the rest of the season. Can't wait to see the next one.
Well, it was a big night for the Nelson Giants. They came here on a mission. It was a real arm wrestle early. Anzac Rossetto, Sam Dempster, the big fellas were in the mix. And of course, Sammy Dempster just kept going for his team, leading them from the front and nailing big shots at big moments. When the pressure was on, they stood up to the challenge and they go home with the win tonight. The Bulls some work to do. Casey Frank now catches up with Isaac Davidson.
Isaac, a difficult night. You guys got off to such a great start, especially on the home court. But tonight, the Giants just came in and locked you down defensively. You were only able to score 56 points. What do you think happened?
We're used to hitting teams first, and they hit us first, so we didn't know what to do. We were scrambling a little bit. I was super passive. Like, I've kind of been pretty weak, so that was on me. And then we also were like playing with some lineups we weren't used to with the early foul trouble, and that just caught us off guard. Yeah.
At times it looked like there was an opportunity for the Bulls to push that pace, pick it up a little bit, but never really happened. Was that a product of your guys' mindset, not really looking for it, or the Giants defensively?
We took some questionable shots. I took some questionable shots like in an early transition. Like, we were getting good stuff off our plays when we run them right, and then we kind of went away from that a bit. Once they started bumping us out of cuts, we didn't know what to do with our plays, and we started settling. And
then looking at the way the Giants played on the offensive end, didn't really find a lot of answers, but Sam Dempster tonight, the captain, not known as an offensive sports, leading scorer there, was that a lack of concentration? You guys, is just where the basketball found it?
Yeah, coming in, you can see we really zoned in on Morning and the point guard.
West.
Yeah. And I thought we did all right job on them, but we over-focused on them, and we started slacking on closeouts with all the other players. Like, I think they scored across the board. Everyone that came in chipped in, yeah.
Well, thanks for your time, Isaac. Good luck the rest of the year.
Well, it was a tough night for the Bulls. Isaac Davidson certainly did all that he could. 15 points in the game. He played inside, he played outside, hit some big shots when they were needed, banged some bodies. He just needed a little bit more help from the team in black. Their first loss of the season, but Davidson starting to find a little bit of form. They came here, first road trip as a collective, and you can see from the Giants tonight, they are very, very happy with what they have accomplished. 73-56. Let's have a look a little bit further ahead in the Sal's NBL. Round 3, it's a big season. The action just does not stop. So far this round, of course, the Hawks with the win on Thursday night. The Rams with the double on the road. They get the first. The Jets on the improve, but still looking for their first win of the season. And earlier tonight, a big matchup between the Nuggets and the Hawks. The Nuggets get that one to go to 2-2. The Giants, how good were they tonight? They head home 2-1. Tomorrow, the Airs and the Rams, just the one game. Saints and Tuatara coming your way on Monday night. Jared West, he was a star tonight. Defensively, offensively, there's a lot to like about the Giants import. He's with Casey Frank right now.
Well, Jared, an impressive win following a tough loss on your home court a week ago. What happened this week in training that would enable you guys to put out this defensive effort today?
Yeah, man, we learned a lot from that last game. Tough loss against a good Tuatara team, but we learned a lot. We watched the film multiple times, learned from that loss, defensive mistakes, offensive mistakes. Most importantly, our rebounding and how that needed to improve. And we had great energy this week, great practices this week, and we got better, man. We didn't dwell on that loss too much. We learned from it, we built off of it, and we came out here and got a victory.
And most impressive was that defense against a team that's been known for their defense, but you came in, met that physicality, and exceeded it, gave it right back to them. Was that the plan coming in?
No doubt, man. I thought we did a great job of moving the ball and handling that pressure. We only had 2 turnovers in the first half. I'm not sure how many we had in the second, but I know I had a couple that I shouldn't have had. But I thought we did a great job of executing the game plan. We were strong with the ball. We moved without the ball. We moved the ball. We handled their pressure well. And again, that's why that was a big reason why we got the victory.
And just finally, I want to talk about that defensive minded backcourt. You, McNaught, that must make for some tough practices. I don't think a lot of guards across this league want to see you guys.
Man, it's great. It's great. We make each other work in practice. We're rarely ever on the same team, so we're going at it every day at practice. But that's something that we take a lot of pride in is our defense and setting the tone in the backcourt. You know, we talk about how we want to be the best backcourt defensively in the league, and that's where our defense starts with us, and we want to set the tone. So that's what we hold our hat on, and that was a big reason why we won tonight.
Certainly was. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it, man.
Let's have a look at some stats tonight. Giants getting the win, 73-56. It was a battle. Those 19 turnovers, though, for the Bulls proving very costly. 10 steals for the Giants. Ladder as it stands. Tuatara unbeaten up on top. Look at the Giants on the move. They're headed north. Nuggets 2-2 after their win tonight over the Hawks. Saints with some work to do with the Jets. Well, what a night here at the Stockyard. First loss of the season for the Bulls, Casey Frank, but more importantly, a big, big win for the Giants.
Yeah, really well played. Impressed me. To be honest, I came in, I thought the Franklin Bulls were going to get it done on their home court, but the Giants were fantastic on the defensive end.
A win for the Giants. See you next time on the NZNBL.
How I run the world, I've been working on my cardio. It's perfect with this audio, you better call an audible. Celebrate this victory win, it's so applaudable. I don't need the audience here, cause this is all I know. Crossover fade away, we living in a great time. Better get your weight up or get ate up at the baseline. This'll be the jump off.